Good morning all. All of you welcome back to our social class. Children, in the previous classes we discussed the life of early humans, isn't it? They have homes like we have today? No. They lived under trees or in caves. So children, now take your textbook page number 202. Okay. Discovery of fire. Let us read. Early human beings did not cook their food because they did not know how to make or use fire. No one knows exactly when fire was discovered. Perhaps a forest fire broke out one day and people ate animals that were burned in it. Discovering that this tasted softer and better than raw flesh, they started cooking meat. At some point, human beings realized that the spark from one stone, when struck against another, could start a fire. They learned to keep a fire going by adding pieces of wood and dry leaves to it. People used fire to keep warm and also to scare animals away. The discovery of fire helped improve life in many ways. Early human beings did not cook their food because they did not know how to make or use fire. No one knows exactly when fire was discovered. Perhaps a forest fire broke out one day and people ate animals that were burned in it. Discovering that this tasted softer and better than raw flesh, they started cooking meat. At some point, human beings realized that the spark from one stone, when struck against another, could start a fire. They learned to keep a fire going by adding pieces of wood and dry leaves to it. People used fire to keep warm and also to scare animals away. The discovery of fire helped improve life in many ways. Children, discovery means finding something hidden or unknown. Okay, finding something hidden or unknown. So children, now let's recall the lesson. Okay, listen carefully. In this lesson, we learned about the life of early humans. Early humans. They lived in caves and jungles. They wore the skins of animals and they used to eat fruits and roots. They used stones as tools to attack animals. And children, finally and eventually, the important discovery took place, the fire. Okay, now all of you look at the flowchart given, page number 203. Let's read it. Okay. Early humans lived in caves and jungles, wore animal skins to protect themselves from heat, cold and rain, used stones as tools to attack animals and dig out roads. Later developed spears and other weapons. Ate roots, fruits and the flesh of animals. Discovered fire and used it to scare away animals, keep warm, cook food. So children, now let's move on to the exercise. Okay. So A. Write statements and F for the false statements. So the first one, all of you listen. Early humans lived in caves. Write T. It's a true statement. Now the second one. Early humans wore woolen sweaters to protect themselves from the cold. It's a false statement. Okay, write F. Now the third one. Early humans could cook their food on the gas stove. Children, it's a false statement. So write F. Now the fourth one. Early humans used to kill animals with sharp objects. It's a true statement. So write T. Now the last one. Early humans always knew the uses of fire. It's a false statement. So write F. Next, B. Fill in the blanks. So let's read. Early humans made tools from dash and dash of animals. Early humans made tools from dash and dash of animals. So children, the answer is stones and bones. Stones and bones. Now the second one. Early humans ate dash food. Early humans ate dash food. The answer is uncooked. Uncooked. Now the third one. Early humans used dash for shelter. Early humans used dash for shelter. The answer is caves. Caves. Early humans used caves for shelter. Now the fourth one. Early humans wore clothes made from dash of animals. The answer is skins. Early humans wore clothes made from skins of animals. Okay. Now take the next page, C. Answer the following questions. So children, here given some questions. I will read the questions and answers also. Okay. The first question. Why did the early humans want to keep a safe distance from animals? So the answer is early humans could not move fast enough and the stones were not always effective against animals, especially large ones. So they wanted to keep a safe distance from animals. Once again, early humans could not move fast enough and the stones were not always effective against animals, especially large ones. So they wanted to keep a safe distance from animals. Now the second question. Name the earliest tools used by the early humans. So children, the answer is stones, long sticks, spears and bones of animals were the earliest tools used by the early humans. Once again, stones, long sticks, spears and bones of animals were the earliest tools used by the early humans. Now the third question. How did early humans get their food? The answer is early humans did not grow crops and had no houses. They roamed from place to place in search of food. They ate fruits and roots and sometimes killed animals with stones and ate their flesh. Once again, early humans did not grow crops and had no houses. They roamed from place to place in search of food. They ate fruits and roots and sometimes killed animals with stones and ate their flesh. Now the fourth question. What did the early humans use fire for? What did the early humans use fire for? Children, the answer is early humans discovered that fire made the meat tastier and softer and better than raw flesh, and so they started cooking meat. They used fire to keep warm and also to scare animals away. Now the fifth question. Why did humans start living in caves? Why did humans start living in caves? The answer. Early humans began taking shelter in caves to protect themselves from heat, cold and rain. Early humans began taking shelter in caves to protect themselves from heat, cold and rain. Okay. So children, now the next hordes. Here wants to make a timeline on early humans. Can you help her arrange the statements in correct order? One has been done for you. So children, here given some statements, so we have to correct them in the correct order. Okay. So first I will read the statements. Okay. The first one, discovered fire. Second one, used weapons and tools made from metal. Used tools made of bones and stones. Fourth one, found greater success in hunting. Now the fifth one, began cooking food. So children, now I will read the answers in the order. Okay. So children, the first one is used tools made of bones and stones. Used tools made of bones and stones. Third one. Next children, the first one, discovered fire. Discovered fire. Now the third one, began cooking food. Began cooking food. Now the next one, 2, used weapons and tools made from metal. Used weapons and tools made from metal. Now the last one, fourth one, found greater success in hunting. Found greater success in hunting. Okay. So children, this is all about the lesson. So today's class is also over and your homework is write 5 sentences about the life of early humans. Okay. And children, take the photo and send it me on WhatsApp. Okay. So let's continue in the next class. Have a nice day.